Yo, what up, everybody? This is your boy Busy B, man, back at it with the another video on connecting rods and talking down connecting rods and checking to see if your connecting rods fit and match your application. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do some connecting rods here for you. I do have some new bearings to put in these things, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out the old bearings, put in some new bearings, so this way you guys know how to orientate your bearings on a 3.5 liter block and a 2.7 liter block, because it's gonna apply for both. So 2.5, 3.5 liter block, 2.7 liter block. They both V6s, one just a lower power, one is a high power. We have the high power. Yeah, right? So, if you guys are already following so far, man, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share, follow, hit that button, man, so we can jump right up into this deal and go ahead and talk down. So, we're going ahead and deal with the connector rods here and get these caps off, check out the bearings, because we want to check the condition of the bearings, right? So, we're going to check that out, see if they are healthy enough to run. Most likely with me, since I already have the 3.5, I am going to change those bearings, and I'm going to show you the torque sequence of those bearings. So, if you guys are already looking at it in place, we have two connector rods here, which is, I think this is 1, 3, and 5 here, and then this is 2, 4, and 6. The firing order on this thing is different. All right, so with the Chrysler Dodge, if you're doing the timing, I'm gonna show you that in the front of the engine a little bit. So if you're doing the timing, say your engine is your engine is upside down or right side up, right, and it's facing this way. So this is the back of the engine, that's the front of the engine. The timing will start with the number one cylinder on the passenger side, not the driver's side, you guys. Even though it's made by Chevy and it's a Chevy LS base build block, okay, it still has the number one piston on the passenger side, just like a Ford. A Ford has 1, 3, and 5, right? And then on the driver's side is 2, 4, and 6. So if you ever look at their orientation on Ford, that's how they set up. This is how it's going to be, even if it was on a V8. A V8, I think, yeah, it would be 1, 3, 5, 7, and then 2, 4, 6, and 8. So with we having a V6, 1, 3, and 5, right? 2, 4, and 6. That's how it will roll. Now, since that has been great as all as is, and it's all in its glory right here, we're finna get to these things right now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and grab me a 10 millimeter socket. You can use a deep socket, or you can use a short socket. I'm gonna use a deep socket, guys, because I'm a deep diver. I like deep diving. So, I'm gonna go ahead and use this deep socket here. I got a 10 here. Shout out to Harbor Freight, man. Them guys is always taking care of me every time I go in there. So love them guys as most. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up in these connecting rod bearings here. Oh, that just don't really sound too good. Let me get my big drill. I think I got some juice. So if you guys are following along, you know I'm always in my garage, so that's why it's called Busy Bee Garage, so welcome to it. Like I said, if you guys are already following along, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share, follow, and make sure you get the best content of your build. So as I'm digging off in here, I like it. It's beefy at the bottom. You know, it's beefy at the bottom. And shout out to Harbor Freight with these big drills, man. I mean, they get some stuff done. Ever since I got that drill, man, I swear to God, I have never put that thing down. I kind of started disowning this one and just started using this one. I don't know why, but I like it. I mean, it got 3 torque settings. It got 3 torque settings here. You just hit a mode. Actually, it got 4. My bad. So 4 different torque settings on this thing. It got a medium, soft, high, wild, and man, this thing is awesome. This thing here, just one. There's only one torque spec on this thing, so make sure you always got a full battery when you use this one. This one, you can use this on a low or a full battery. When you're on a full battery, I guarantee you better watch it. Because if you're trying to take off boats, you never know, that boat may come flying off, and that's about it, you guys. All right, so back to connecting rods. When you guys are inspecting these things, inspect them very well, all right? Because what I do is I just kind of take in and kind of look around in there and making sure to see if it's some scratches or some dings in there, you know, and just the overall life of the bearing. Now, I can tell this one's been wearing out, but like I said, I got new ones. It looked okay as far as a used bearing that got 140,000 miles on it. But I think these were from, let's see if we can get some kind of name on this thing. But it looked like some Clevites, because you know Clevite was digging around with all the American-made parts here. Sorry about that, you guys, but you know how Clevite is. They tinkle around everybody. So they was with Pontiac, Chevy, Ford, and your standard GM. So, as that being said in all its glory, man, can't get enough of the greatest parts that's ever been made. But as far as the bearing go, 140,000 miles ain't that bad, man. I mean, look at that bearing. You know, not that bad, but we're going to get rid of it. Gotta go. All right. So I got some new ones, you guys. Don't worry. I do got some new ones. So, I always tell you guys, go to rockauto.com. Get your stuff shipped to you. Because when you're looking to rebuild your engine back manufactured or back to the way it was, mess with these guys, rockauto.com. I love them much. See how much they take pride in bringing up all their packages. But yeah, man, it never fails. I mean, with me being a DIY guy and dealing with this stuff here, I mean, it never fails to come up, you know. So if you guys are looking to purchase manufactured parts, you guys go to rockauto.com. All right, rockauto.com. My bad. There you go, Rock Auto. Rock Auto. All right. So yeah, so get your parts at rockauto.com, man. I mean, they'll always take care of you there. And make sure you always got your stuff. They always send out cool little stuff like this. I think this is a vintage. I don't ever know what this is, but hey, look, cool place, cool car. It's going up up there on my little Bluetooth box up over there. So stick that back in there. Grab our bearings out of here, because we got the mall, as you guys see, the old mall here. If you guys ain't noticed, I did the crank bearings. That part number for this model and year, you guys, is they are King bearings. Forgot the part number, so don't scold me and excuse me, because I forgot the name of the forgot the part number. Didn't forget the name, but I forgot the part number. So on the King bearings, That part number for the crank bearings, my bad. That is the number there for the crank bearings if you have the 2010 3.5 liter block there. MB410,351, or no, MB410,3S1. Trying to read this thing through the screen, you guys, so excuse me. But yeah, that is the part number for the crank bearings by King Bearing. All right, so we got those. But we are jumping into the old granddaddy of them all. Never fail, never actually, they've been around for, I don't know, God knows how long. I probably think the age of dinosaurs. But they are one of the best models. I have this in my other project, Champagne, with is a 4.8 liter V8 block. Built her into a little Mighty Mouse. She is cranking out 400 horsepower to the wheel. Don't ask me how I know. I did do a dyno test way back, but now I'm changing up a lot of configurations to actually get it to a reliable 400 horsepower, because I want it to be reliable for thousands of miles than it is a couple of miles. So if you're looking to build horsepower, just look for lower mileage. But as far as it goes for longevity, you can never go wrong, all right? So what all this is, we're gonna go ahead and get these mall connecting rod bearings in there, and get you guys situated here, and see what's happening. As they say, see what's happening. So all right, so if you guys notice, some do say upper and then some of them do say lower. These don't say anything. All right, but they are made by Clevite. And now I'm just checking through them, you guys, just to see if we do have some upper and lower ones. But it looked like we don't. So that's a great thing to note, right? Yeah, so that's a great thing to note. So these are the standard size bearings. I just had the box there, but yeah. So I'm using the Clevite standard bearings. I guess you want to say you want to keep them in a good clean environment, or make sure they're not around a lot of dust, you guys. All right, so you guys stay with me, and if you are, man, like I said, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share, and follow, so you guys don't miss none of these awesome videos that I'm gonna throw out for you guys. And man, I hope you guys enjoy the project of Champagne, or Sweet Cheeks, not Champagne, my bad. Sweet Cheeks, that is her name. So just trying to get my bearings out of here now. Even though I dropped mine, keep your magnet close and in handy, okay, you guys, because that will tend to happen. And always keep your magnet close, you guys. All right, so there you go, voila. But as far as the condition goes, like I said, man, this for 140,000 miles, these bearings were not that bad. All right, so, and you can tell they was doing same thing, mall. Oh, yes, but they got mileage on them, so they're getting rid of them. And with the new. All right. Now, usually people will say, well, ain't you gonna lube it? Yeah, I'm gonna lube my bearings as well. All right, because all this stuff has been already, um, they already been, sized up with the right, with the right, I want to say, plastic gauge. Sorry that you guys are moving around here. But yeah, I already done plastic gauge every last one of these. I just stuck the old ones back in because I didn't want it out because I knew today I was going to be doing this. So I did the plastic gauging yesterday. That was all good because I knew my bearing clearances is right at 0.02. Okay. That's very low. That's very thin, but it was great for this motor. This motor didn't have any kind of oiling issues or no low pressure issues. So with me doing it with newer bearings, and I already had did this already with a new set of bearings, same ones, small Clevite, right? Same ones. I just took those out and put these fresher ones in because they were the same ones. So I just wanted to get something fresh out of the pack, be able to pop them in. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and lube one up. Like I said, always keep your magnet in handy because you're gonna run into that problem right there. Guarantee. Every time. You can hear it. Oh, yeah. Feel like I'm fishing. I think I need to go fishing, guys. I ain't gonna lie. So, always keep your magnet in handy. Now, you guys, keep you some bearing lube close to you as well. So when you stick these things back in, all right, you don't run into the habit of having a dry bearing. Okay, so I do have bearing lube, as always does. Old Trident 2, old Lucas Assembly lube. Uh, I love it because, man, I never had an issue with um, dealing with this or even rebuilding engines at this caliber. So, me, I love the old Lucas Assembly lube. It does very good, especially on fresh starts and new startups. Just trying to get that oil to pump through the connecting rods and bearings. Um, it does very, very well. So, like I said, don't be afraid to use that lube. So let me get some lube on these things. I gotta slide him back up because I don't know if you guys seen it, but yeah. All right. All right, so he's back up. Now the orientation of this cap will go back this way. Only reason why, because all these little tabs that's on there, and zoom you in one more time. If you notice, they all have a tab that faces dead to the front of the engine. All right. So if they're all facing that way, that's the way it goes from the factory of Chrysler and Dodge. All right. So with that being the way that it is, go ahead and get him back in. Now, you say, well, you only lubed up one side. Reason why? Because I make sure when it spins or rotates, and I spin this, okay? Not only that I know that all these caps are gonna get lubed, but all of them are gonna hit within minimum spec of where it's already at. So, with that being said, I'm gonna click back in, and then I'm gonna show you a torque sequence, all right? So, stay in there. If you're already still with me, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share, follow. Hit that bell for notifications if you're already still tuning in, man. You know that. So, let me run through all these caps, all right? And then I'm gonna click back out, all right? So, like,